In the glittering heart of the city, where skyscrapers kissed the clouds, lived Edward Harrington, a millionaire whose wealth could buy anything, except the one thing he craved most, a legacy. At 50, Edward was a man of cold precision, his life a polished empire of boardrooms and penthouses. His mansion, a fortress of marble and gold, was tended by a quiet cleaner named Grace, a woman whose gentle presence went unnoticed by most. Grace, with her warm hazel eyes and calloused hands, carried a strength forged by years of struggle, raising her young son, Noah, alone in a world that often overlooked them. One stormy evening, as Grace polished the grand staircase, Edward stormed in, his face taut with frustration. His latest business deal had collapsed, and the weight of his childless life pressed harder than ever. "I want an heir, cleaner," he barked, his voice echoing through the empty halls. "Someone to carry my name, my empire." Grace paused, her cloth still in hand, and met his gaze. "An heir is more than a name, Mr. Harrington," she said softly. "It's a heart you nurture." Edward scoffed, dismissing her words, but something in her steady eyes lingered in his mind. Grace wasn't just a cleaner. She was a widow, scraping by to give Noah, her 8-year-old son, a better life. She worked tirelessly, her dreams tucked away in the stories she told Noah each night, tales of courage and kindness. Edward, unaware of her struggles, began to notice her quiet dignity. He saw how she hummed while working, how she left small kindnesses, a vase of wildflowers on his desk, a note reminding him to eat. Intrigued, he asked her to stay late one night, not for cleaning, but to talk. Reluctantly, Grace shared her story: a husband lost to illness, a son who dreamed of becoming an artist, and a life of resilience. Edward, moved despite himself, offered her a deal. He'd fund Noah's education if she'd help him find an heir. Grace agreed, but not for the money. She saw a flicker of loneliness in Edward, a man who had everything yet nothing at all. Instead of scouring elite circles for a successor, Grace brought Noah to the mansion. The boy's laughter filled the sterile halls, his drawings of stars and rivers softening Edward's sharp edges. One day, Noah slipped a sketch under Edward's door, a portrait of him smiling, something Edward hadn't done in years. "You could be a dad," Noah said innocently. "You're grumpy, but you're kind." Edward froze, the word, dad, stirring a longing he'd buried deep. Grace, meanwhile, challenged Edward's view of legacy. "An heir isn't just blood," she told him one evening, as they sat by the fire. "It's someone you inspire, someone you love." Her words struck a chord, and Edward began to see the world through her eyes. He started mentoring Noah, teaching him about business while learning from the boy's boundless curiosity. Grace, too, became more than a cleaner. She became a confidant, her wisdom grounding Edward's ambitions. The turning point came when Edward fell ill, a sudden heart scare that left him vulnerable. Grace stayed by his side, not as an employee, but as a friend, ensuring Noah brought him drawings to lift his spirits. In those quiet moments, Edward realized his empire meant nothing without connection. When he recovered, he made a decision that shocked everyone. He named Noah as his heir, not to inherit wealth, but to carry forward a legacy of kindness and purpose. The city buzzed with gossip. How could a millionaire choose a cleaner's son? But Edward didn't care. He funded Noah's art school, built a community center for the town's children, and began treating his staff like family. Grace, once invisible, became his partner in these endeavors, her strength shaping his vision. Noah, now thriving, painted a mural in the mansion, Edward, Grace, and himself under a starry sky, a testament to their unlikely bond. Edward's mansion, once a cold monument to wealth, became a home filled with warmth. Grace never sought recognition, but her quiet courage had changed everything. She'd shown Edward that true legacy isn't in gold or names, but in the lives you touch. As he watched Noah paint and Grace laugh, Edward knew he'd found something greater than an heir, a family. The millionaire, once defined by his riches, was now defined by love, all because a cleaner dared to show him what truly mattered. Thank you for watching this story till the end. Sparkles, if it touched your heart, please support us. Thumbs up, give it a like. Speech balloon, share your thoughts in the comments. Bell, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Your support helps us create more stories that inspire and make you believe in miracles. Your participation means a lot to us.